All right, Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites coming out here every week to prophesy the downfall of America, to let the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans know you're the true children of Israel according to the Holy Scriptures, and that you're the only nation of people upon the earth that have a chance of salvation of the Heavenly Father Yahweh, whom this world ignorantly calls God, in the name of His only begotten Son, our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, whom this world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. So before we get started, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to our elders and apostles at Great Millstone and Rulewell. Peace, love, honors, and respect is to you elect out there laboring in this ministry sincerely and truthfully, presenting your body as a living sacrifice as we continue to go into these last days. So speaking of that, let's get into 2nd Ezra's, this 16th chapter. All right. Once again, I'm gonna start off with can you get Matthew 24? Wars and rumors of wars.
This is 2nd Ezra.
Hold on, Slack. I want to get that Matthew first, Slack. Because the Lord, he had these signs that were written for this generation, so we can understand what times that we're in. That's why 2nd Ezra 9 it says to measure thou the time diligently in itself. When thou seest this part of the signs past which I have told thee before, then shalt thou well understand that it is the very same time when the Lord will visit the world which He made. All right. So we're going to get into Matthew 24, and Lord willing, this is, everything is edifying.
This is Matthew 24, chapter 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass.
Right now, see, you have this, you have pretty much these wars and rumors of wars that are going on throughout the world, man. Over there in Israel, you have in Gaza, you see what's going on over there. It's been nothing but chaos. There's been they've been shooting rockets, destroying things. This is an act of war, right? Now it's just a matter of time before these same insurrections and acts of chaos and war comes over on American soil, and it's not going to hit home until it hits home. Because you have a lot of people that don't consider it. Look, when you look at the news, all right, when you look at the world news, it's world news for a reason, man. All right. So these certain things that the Lord said were going to come, they're going to come here to America. All right. The same thing you see going over there in Israel and Gaza, on all different parts of the world. These same things are going to, some of these same things are going to happen right here in Babylon, man. When you have Russia, the Medes, as it says in the book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter, that the Most High is going to stir them up. And what's stir them up for what? For war, man. Stir them up to aim their arrows at America, man. All right? We're going to finish this one.
But the end is not yet.
But the end is not yet, right? These are signs that were given unto us. This is, hey, that's it to that, bro. That's all I want to tell. Wars and rumors of war. So we're going to get this 2nd Ezra 9, so I know I quoted it, but I want to get that. It's still holding the 2nd Ezra 15.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand.
And the only way you're going to see is if you're watching and you're paying attention. Right? Read that again. It says when thou seest. Right?
And when thou seest part of the signs past,
that wars and rumors. When you run Matthew 24 down, it gives us the whole 9, man. Things we should look for. All right, so this is the same times that Ezra's talking about, man. Right.
Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Yeah, and that's a cut to those who believe in the Big Bang Theory. Because what world is he going to visit? He's going to visit Earth. He's going to visit certain parts of the Earth, man. All right, so he's coming back to visit the world which he made. Right? Ultimately, the world was created for Israel's sake. And Israel is that that government that the Lord takes pleasure in. But the Lord is going to visit this world which he made. Why? Because it's full of iniquity. It's full of transgressions and things that go against the Heavenly Father, man. All right?
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, this shalt thou well understand.
Yeah, when you see civil unrest, you know, when you see no different protests, these things were written before time.
Hey, just recently over there somewhere in Asia, you know, there was a whole bunch of 7.3 level earthquakes. Man, that's like world record breaking, you know, magnitude earthquakes that's going on.
And if I can speak on it, also in China right now, there's matter of fact, it was the ruler in Singapore saying about China and the United States that they need to come up with basically a truce, because if they don't, it can be the end of everything. And what's that? That's thermonuclear destruction. Because it ran it down. It says that these two countries are leaders in economics, leaders in technology, and leaders in weaponry. Okay? And they said that the US may be superior in their weapons, but they're not superior in their numbers. Because the Chinese army is the biggest army in the world. Chinese got 1 billion people. If they say 20% go to war, that's already bigger than the American population. We're damn near the size of the American population. So everyone in America would have to go to war against China to match that man for man. But they said that's why they say that this is going to be with burning and flame of fire, because it's going to go down. It's not going to be a man-for-man war, a tit-for-tat war. You're going to have troops, but the majority of this war is going to be fought thermonuclearly.
Second Ezra chapter 15 verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord Yahweh.
Yeah, the Lord's going to put his words in our mouth, his words of prophecy. You know, that's this lesson that, I did it, but I haven't posted it yet. Do the things that the Lord delights in, man. You know, what the Lord delights in is us teaching, pushing prophecy. Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, and pushing those as well. Teaching the times of the end. Not teaching our own words, right? This is what pleases the Lord. Teaching the prophecy. He's going to put his words in our mouth, as he did with Jeremiah as well as the other prophets.
I got to put that. This is 1 Maccabees chapter 2, verse 50. Now therefore, my sons, be zealous for the law and give your life for the covenant of your fathers. You know, you got to have that zeal for the law. Like the brother's saying, teach prophecy, do the things that are pleasing to the Most High. The Most High wants you to be zealous for the law, and for the statutes and commandments, and for your people. It says, and give your life for the covenant of your fathers. We left our lives in the world. We put on the new man, okay, to turn over a new leaf and to give our life to Yahweh Shem Yahshai, to dedicate ourselves to Yahweh Shem Yahshai. That's how your mind should be in this thing.
Just real quick, Psalms 119 and 92, it says, unless the law had been my delights, I should have perished in mine affliction. You know, so I brought that out based off of that precept the brother brought, right? Because the law is something that we delight in. It says the law is my delight. And where does the law come from? The Heavenly Father, right? So yeah, we're going to get back into that 15.
This is verse 2. And cause them to be written in paper for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee.
It says these words are faithful and true. And you have a lot of people that say, oh, the Bible contradicts itself and this and that. But hey, these words are faithful and true. You got to have that spiritual understanding to know what the scriptures are talking about. Right? Because it tells you that it says that the carnal mind is enmity with the Most High. And people look at the scriptures for face value and use it in a carnal sense. And then they turn around and say the Bible contradicts itself. You know, when the Lord said what does it say, in John 3:16, they read that. For God so loved the world, right? But then you read something else and it says world without end. Alright? These are two different topics. People don't read they read the scriptures for face value instead of using it spiritually, man. Go ahead.
Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
Yeah, because the scriptures are going to be discredited when it comes out of a poor man's mouth, right? And the scriptures tell us that. Read that again.
Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
Yeah, hey, somebody's always going to have something to say, man, about the way the Bible is taught. Hey, this is why so much ridicule. This is why you have scoffers. That's why 2 Peter the 3rd chapter exists, man. Because you have a lot of people that don't agree with certain breakdowns of the scriptures. You know, the rape thing, Yahweh Shai being coming here in the flesh, his name not being Christ and Jesus. These things are frowned upon that we actually bring the truth out, man. Because people believe it. Hey, get that real fast. Isaiah 30 and 10. Just real quick. You can still give it that verse real quick.
Isaiah 30 and 6. Isaiah chapter 30 verse 10. They will say to the seers, see not, to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things,
right.
Prophesy deceits.
This is what people want to hear, smooth things. Things that as it says in Timothy, it says they shall teachers having itching ears, roughly paraphrasing. And when you go into that word itching, it means something desirous to hear something pleasure, something of pleasure, right? And this is what people want to hear. But we're not out here to teach about peace and prosperity, though it will come. We're here to teach teach that these people are about to be saved, and this current world is about to be destroyed, man. All right? This current world that we live in is about to be destroyed because of all its incredulities against the Heavenly Father, against all its transgressions against the Heavenly Father, and namely against these people on this sign, man. You know? So the Lord is about to visit this world, man. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so I just got the definition of that word incredulity. Says disbelieving frame of mind, early 15th century incredulite, from Old French incredulite, and Latin incredulientium, unbelief, quality, the noun quality from incredulous, unbelieving, says doubt about the truth of something, a synonym of disbelief.
You said doubt about the truth of something.
Yeah.
You know, hey, it's true that only the elect of these people on the side are going to be saved. That's true. But the whole world don't want to hear that because everybody wants to be saved, or at least speak it. Racism exists. People jump over that. There's so much truth that comes out of these scriptures. That's what's that last definition you used?
Disbelief, skepticism. Doubt about the truth of something.
Doubting about the truth of something. All right, there's a lot of truth that's not going to rub you the right way. This is why this is only built for certain. You have to be built to understand and receive these scriptures, man. Because some things, it says, are hard to be understood. Some things are hard. This is a hard pill to swallow. And a lot of people, they don't know how to swallow this pill.
Yeah, so this is a little bit more to this whole thing. It says disbelief, skepticism, mental rejection.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Skepticism, you know, you having doubts about something being true because it's something you never heard before, or something that you don't believe, just don't believe. Straight up don't believe.
And then the word incredulous, the end is not, which is basically saying not credible. It's not credible. They're not believing it. You know, they don't put any weight behind it in their mind.
And no matter how much you prove to throughout the scriptures, no matter how, because the scriptures tell us to prove all things, right? So when we bring things out of the scriptures, we don't just spit it out of our mouth with nothing to back it up. We go to the proof, and people still don't believe it. This is why a lot of people will be condemned, because you deny the truth. All right? So we're going to get into 1 Corinthians 2:14.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned.
Yeah, it says the natural man cannot receive the things of the Most High, because it's
But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him.
It's foolish unto him, man. For someone to come out here and say, hey, this world, Babylon, aka America, is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, and the scriptures back it up, people look at you crazy, man. Like, what are you talking about? Just, hey, that's the same way they looked at Noah, man. The Lord's going to flood the earth. All right, the Lord's going to flood this entire earth. Yeah, right, it ain't never even rained. What are you talking about? The same thing back then is the same thing going on now, man, because it's something that has never been seen. That's what Scripture says. This is going to be a time like never before, so it's going to be things that you cannot fathom.
Yeah.
I want to get that word for natural man, right?
It's Strong's G5591. Psychikos says of or belonging to breath, having the nature and characteristics of the breath, the principle of animal life, which men have common with the brutes, governed by breath, the sensuous nature, with its subjection to appetite and passion.
There you go. So, hey, we're fleshly. You know, that last definition took the cake. You know, and proving that the Lord ain't dealing with you ultimately. That's when you can't receive these words, the Lord ain't dealing with you. But does the Lord not give you a chance to understand it? But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Most High. They are foolish to him, man. They're not spiritually discerned. He that is of the flesh, hey, it says, what's that in the scripture? It says that he that is of the flesh cannot please the Most High. Roughly paraphrasing. Meaning if your mind is in this world, how the hell are you gonna come to the house of the Lord and try to tell him what you think something is? Like, who are you? You ain't been pondering upon the Lord, meditating upon his law, statutes, and commandments. You ain't been inquiring of the Lord through via his prophets or research. You just think you know. You think you know the scriptures when you don't know the scriptures, man. All you know is TikTok, hot Cheetos, and high voltage Mountain Dews, man. You don't know nothing about the scriptures. And go and tell men of the Lord that I don't think, you know. That's why we read in 2 Corinthians 15. We should get that again. Yeah, we're gonna read that about the incredulity one more time.
This is Galatians chapter 6, verse 8. For he that soweth to his flesh shall reap flesh. For he that soweth to his flesh shall reap of the flesh. Shall reap of the flesh. Slaki.
Actually, I think you can read that from 7.
Time. Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth of the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting.
can bring up this.
So basically, like you were saying, if all you're putting your energy to is the flesh, then that's what you're gonna get out. You're gonna get the flesh. But if you're putting energy towards the spirit, okay, you're gonna reap spiritual benefits, and eventually, that's gonna be the kingdom of heaven. That's gonna be that protection in that day of trouble.
Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
And ultimately, you're speaking against the Lord. You're not speaking against us, man. All right. We're not ordained of man to do this work. We're not ordained of your pastors and your so-called white man to come out here and teach. We're ordained of the Lord. So that's why it says, fear not the imaginations, nor the incredulity. The Lord got us, man. We don't come out here and tempting the Lord and being belligerent, starting trouble. But at the same time, guess what? It says, fear not the imaginations, because there's people that probably want to jack us up, man. Off of the things that we speak out of these scriptures, man. Didn't they do that to Paul? Didn't they do that to Yahushua? They were speaking straight up truth. And they were hated for it, man. Lied upon. Stephen was a perfect example. They said they brought false accusers against him, man, for speaking the truth. And they said, well, he's speaking blasphemous words against the name when he was just teaching the truth, man. Fervently. The same things we do to this day and age. And we have to be in the mindset of willing to be martyrs for this thing if we have to, man. Put yourself in the mindset of, I may be killed for this.
For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
All the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, man. All right, all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Your faith is in faith. Your faith is going to be shown in your works, and you don't see them. You don't see these people in the world. I'm talking about all nations. You don't see them striving to be godly. What works are they doing towards the Lord, man?
Behold, said the Lord Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Right, he said, hey, did not the Lord say he's going to smite Egypt again with plagues as before? All right, but now he's talking, when he says that, he's talking about this new age, spiritual Sodom and Egypt. All right, because back then, the ancient Egypt, was destroyed by locusts, thick darkness, ultimately, which there were many plagues that came upon Babylon, not Babylon, but Egypt, but that the killing of all the firstborn. It's so many plagues that hit Egypt back then, but a lot of those plagues may come back intensified, for all we know. Because all we know is that the Lord said that he's going to smite Egypt with plagues again as before, and it's going to be something you've never seen.
For wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Why is that? Why has wickedness exceedingly polluted the whole earth? When you go into the book of Psalms, I believe the 10th chapter, you have where it says, and this is just one act of wickedness with Esau, Edom. Democracy, they got the coronavirus. The coronavirus is everywhere, right? It's everywhere. How can it be? How can it spread so fast, at such a short period of time? When it's the C virus, when it first hit the scene, you know how fast it spread throughout the world, and not just throughout that region of China. It came over to the U.S. It spread like wildfire. It went to went to Italy, spread like wildfire. All different parts of the world, it spread like wildfire. Why? Because of ultimately the NWO plan of Esau Edom, man. It says wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, man. And another fashion of it is because what? Israel was scattered, and guess what? Israel is subject to sin. Israel's worshiping all types of idols, right? Homosexuality is rampant. women being above the men is rampant. It's so much going on and it's spread. It's reaching up to the heavens, man.
For wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore said the Lord Yahweh, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness.
And we're at that time where the Lord is about to start judging. We're coming to that time, man. Go ahead.
Which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves.
Yeah, the Lord is coming back with a vengeance, man. That's why it says the indignation of the Lord, the righteous anger. Look at how the earth's being treated, man. Look at how the people are being treated. Look who's the ruler and authority who's doing all of this, man. And look how damaging all these hurtful works. It says the hurtful works are fulfilled. Look how it's harming everything, the world and everything in it, man. Because people refuse to come to the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They refuse to acknowledge Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. And I'm talking about the powers that be. They refused. The Most High made them that way. And guess what? Off of that, their works are fulfilled. The hurtful works are fulfilled, man.
Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
Right, hey, it says the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the innocent cry unto me. You know, you have the spirits that are in the spirit world, men of renown that pass through. They're looking down and seeing this shit too. You don't think they're sighing and crying? You don't think that they're spiritually complaining to the Most High? Like, God damn, this is, you know, looking at what's going on. And then you have the men of the Lord, you know, that are in these wretched bodies. We're sighing and crying for all the abominations, man. We're in league. We're in league mentally with our forefathers, man.
And therefore said the Lord Yahweh.
And it says, and it says that the prayers of the righteous availeth much. The Lord, the prayers of the righteous man cracketh the clouds, man.
Isaiah chapter 58 verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
Yeah, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. All right? When we speak these words, speak them with confidence. Speak them so it may be heard. All right? When you're up on that watchtower, you have, hey, you can't be talking, whispering and shit. You see the enemy coming whispering. Hey, y'all, they coming. They coming. No, you got to lift up your voice like a trumpet. All right? You know, in certain times they had certain like horns and trumpets to signify war. All right, but you can't be blowing them all subtle and shit. You know, you have to make sure that you harp it. Make sure that this can be heard, man. Especially in this world, because people act like they don't know what the hell is going on. You really got to speak these words, man, and speak them loud. Summertime's coming, right? Roll your windows down and hear this word, man.
And show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 14. I'm going to start at verse 6 and point it in 8. It says, Now brethren, if I come unto you speaking with tongues, what shall I profit you, except I speak to you either by revelation, or by knowledge, or by prophesying, or by doctrine? For even things without life giving sound, and everything without life giving sound, whether pipe or harp, except they give a distinction of the sound, how shall it be known what is piped or harp?
Right, it says, except they give a distinction of sound, how should we know what's going on? You know, you had when they circled the city. Sure. What did they do? They shouted. You know, and this was something that said we're gonna have. No, hey, it says except they give a certain sound, how should you know what's being heard, man? You had trumpets of war, and you had trumpets of celebration. you know, you had different sounds of harmony, so to speak, so people would know what the hell's going on. Just like when you at a certain facility and you see flashing and you hear a button, you hear a loud beeping. What does that mean? Somebody pulled a goddamn fire alarm, or it's really a fire going on. You got to get out of here. So that's the same with this truth. We're speaking certain words, which are of the scriptures, so that you may know what's going on. Hey, certain precepts, I should say. Because you have precepts that bring you joy, you have precepts that are straight up full of lamentation, mourning, and woe. Alright? So this is a distinct sound that we're speaking, and a lot of people don't understand what's going on because they refuse to acknowledge it. It says we have piped and God's not danced. Right? A prophet is not accepted in his own country. Alright?
Verse 8 it says, for if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who should prepare himself for the battle?
Yeah, if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, read it again.
For if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who shall prepare himself to the battle?
Right, who shall prepare that's through the Spirit, man. Because as I mentioned, you know, there's certain precepts that give certain like you have certain like prosperity, happiness, peace, then you got war, prophecy, you got all these things on this side. And this is what we're speaking, prophecy, truth. And the reason why I say it's through the Spirit is because there's a lot of men out right now that their horn is giving an uncertain sound. Their trumpet is giving an uncertain sound. The people that have listened to them, are they getting ready for war? No. They're getting ready for things that bring forth prosperity and joy. You know, building a family, all this and that. It's cool. But right now, we're speaking prophecy, man. The Lord about to hurt this earth. Why wouldn't I tell you that? I know the Lord about to come and destroy this place. I'm gonna tell you about how to get your, how you can up your APR rating. You can go get a new vehicle. How to get it plated within the same day. Like shit that's of the world. Profitable things of the world, but that's not profitable unto salvation, man. How to punish your kids. You know, like what the fuck? Give them a wall sit and go teach prophecy, nigga. Like wall sits tear kids down. Facts.
Verse 9. And therefore, said the Lord Yahweh, I will surely avenge them. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 9. And therefore, said the Lord Yahweh, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
Yeah, the Lord's going to receive all the innocent righteous blood from amongst this wicked ass world. Why? Because we're sighing and crying. Can we get that? Was that Ezekiel 9 and 4? Right? We're sighing and crying for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Alright? And this is the hopeful elect. We hope that we're of that number. We're doing the things that the elect will be doing. We're crying aloud. Go ahead, bro.
Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. And the Lord said unto them, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon their foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Right, and when we go into that word mark, it's the Hebrew word tawamit, which means to be exempt from judgment. Why? Because you're calling for prophecies. As it was that second Ezra 2, where it says, pray for a few days unto you, right? And that's what the hopeful elect are doing. We're praying for shorter days, man. That the prophecies of the Most High come in due season.
Yeah, that was I can be 5 with it.
Nah, I just wanted to do that. I just didn't know if you were finishing the precept.
Yeah, that was it.
2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
Yeah, the Lord's not going to suffer us to be here forever, man. We're here for a period of time to play out our judgments, to play out the things that we've done against the Heavenly Father. That's why we're here. But the Lord is going to avenge His elect. There's going to be a time when the Lord avenges His elect and does away with this wicked world, man. This world is not conducive to growth or to prosperity of any government. Straight up destruction is what this world is built off of. Blood. All right, this current world we live in was not built off of it was what they say they swear in on the Bible and all of that. But really, their heart is not. They don't give a damn about the Bible when they swear in on the Bible. This is what the foundation of this world is supposed to be, of the Bible, but you don't see anybody keeping it. But you think the Lord is going to allow this thing to continue forever? I doubt it. No kingdom that was ever upon the earth and lasted forever, man. What makes this place so different? America's no different, and it's doing everything that's a lot of these worlds that governments were destroyed for, and they were destroyed by the Heavenly Father. You don't think that they're going to be put down, man? All these different kingdoms that you see, they came and they went. And how did they go down? By way of violence, financial plunges, you know, all manner of things that are not pleasurable to talk about.
Yeah, like I say, where you at right now? Well, you closer than I am. Get Rock 12 and 10, or is it 10 and 8? Or it might be 10 and 10. I think it's 10 and 12. Yeah, because like the brother was saying, no kingdom, no empire, no dynasty that on this face of earth has lasted forever. And the reason why I grabbed this sign is because all of these major dynasties and kingdoms was prophesied, man. Okay? All of these was prophesied, and where are they now? Babylon Empire, gone. Medo-Persia, gone. Greece, gone. Rome, gone. Where we at? We at the divider. We at the iron and the clay, man. All right? The iron mixed with clay, that Roman Empire coming back. All right? Then mixed in with NATO and the EU. All right? Those 10 toes. So this is where we at now. So if 1, 2, 3, 4 was prophesied, had their dominion, and failed at governing the earth in righteousness, man. Because that's the reason why these kingdoms don't last forever, man. You got that?
Okay. This is Sirach, chapter 10, verse 8. It says, because of unrighteous dealings.
Because of unrighteous dealings. Right there, you know? Because of unrighteous dealings. So how do you learn righteous dealings? Where do you get righteous dealings from, man? This book, the instructions, man. It was given for instruction and correction and reproof. All right? That's what it was given for. So when you think you're right, it proves that you're wrong, man. But the thing is, like the brother mentioned, they swear in on the Bible, they don't give a damn about it, man. If they would uphold the things in this book, they would last forever.
And they swear with their left hand.
You know?
They swear on their left hand on the Bible.
Yeah, which is disrespect. You know? But if they would uphold these, then they would be allowed to keep their kingdoms. But that wasn't prophesied. Okay? Because these are all heathen nations, man. These are all heathen nations that rule or is ruling. It's not the righteous people in rulership. Therefore, they're going to have those unrighteous dealings, man. All right? That's why we on the bottom now. Because we had unrighteous dealings. All right? Which caused us to lose our dominion, our power, our rulership, man. But now the Lord is bringing us back into that. We're like, oh, we got it wrong the first time. He's allowing us to get it right this time, man. And that's the point of us rehearsing the righteous acts. Keeping the law, statutes, commandments to your best ability. How are we going to receive a righteous kingdom? The Lord just snap his fingers? When do he do that? There's always a progression of things, man. Especially something in a transition of a kingdom. All right, there's never, hey, just sign a paper, thank you. come again. Like, no, man. Go ahead, bro.
Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries,
all right, the harm you do to people. Look at the kingdom we in now, man. You gotta breathe, drink, and eat poison, man. All right? Then you got this medicine you trying to give people, turning them into mutants. Everybody Magneto and shit. Who the hell is comfortable taking a shot that allows you to stick a magnet to where you got that shot at? That tells you that that's metal you just injected in your body, man. All right? They got all these nanomites and all of this technology. All their technology constantly shrinks. All right? So they get to the point where they're gonna make you their technology. Like the OG went into it, he was saying it's an operating system, man. You practically injecting an operating system within you. They came with all these towers, shut everything down, and got the towers up. Oh, let them out now. You know? There's so many signs, man, that y'all niggas ain't gonna have an excuse, man. When that judgment day come, nobody's gonna have an excuse, man. All right?
and that's why I said this word shall be published throughout the entire earth, and then shall the end come. Because, like the brother said, nobody's gonna have an excuse. This word has been preached.
But the prophecies are there. They so clear, man. All right? They so clear, just like our people trusting in Esau, man. It's so clear that he don't give a damn about you. All right? It said those unrighteous dealings and those injuries, he put us through slavery, man. They put us through slavery. They did buck breaking. You know what the fuck that mean, man? They raped the man in front of his family. So the family could be like, damn, I have no savior. This is the shit that they did, man. But yet still our people look at them today like they're the savior, man. Well, it was a process, man. Leading up to where we at now. To where they want to get rid of slavery out of the school system. Downplay, watered down black history, man. So-called black history. All right? And that don't concern you? You don't have a problem with them wanting to get rid of your history? Who the hell is comfortable with their history getting rid of that? Man, that goes to show you y'all niggas are truly Americans, man. This is y'all history. Y'all just like, to hell with it. That was back then, huh?
These niggas are history.
Yeah. Hold on. Rock that one up.
It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit.
And riches got by deceit, man. This goddamn paper money that we have. All right? Y'all didn't learn from Rome? When they started shaving the dinero? Y'all ain't learned from that? When they started mixing lesser value metals with it? Where it was no longer 100% of what it was, man. The same as with this dollar. Wait, what? You saying I can get credit? Where is it? What is it? Can I see it? I can't see it? This is things that they can pull out of thin air and just bang. You had one bill, you paid it. You had a 600. But if you fuck up, you're gonna drop. You know what I'm saying? But it has no value. They took all the land and covered it with concrete. Don't allow the land to replenish itself. All right? So that's part of it, man. That's why gas is going up. That's why things that you used to buy for 30, 40 cent, 50 cent, even to $1 cheaper is going up, man. Because they printing off trillions and trillions of dollars.
Stimulus packages helping to hyperinflate this damn dollar, man.
It says the least of them shall draw them out, man. Because what they over there talking, oh, well, we need to fund Israel, but what happened? And we need to help them get even better missile defense system, that's gonna cost money.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to print money to spend money. And the more you spend money, the more you hurt the money, man. Because you wanna keep the gold. You wanna keep the silver. You wanna keep all the resources, man. You wanna keep the real riches, the real treasure. Because y'all know what it is. Y'all know exactly what y'all was doing when y'all gave the damn Federal Reserve, man. And you niggas don't care. As long as it's green or blue, you cool. Y'all don't care that it once said $5 worth of silver, $5 worth of gold. Y'all cool with, what it say now, like just Federal Reserve?
Yeah.
That's credit, physical credit, man.
IOU.
An IOU, yeah. Every dollar, it might be more now, but last I had looked, every dollar they print off is 15% interest, man. We are the most in-debt country, but we live like we the shit, man. Eventually, you're gonna have to reap what you sowed. And what you sowed was deceit. All right, you got people walking around killing for this paper money, dying for this paper money, selling their souls for this paper money, man. And it ain't nothing. All it can do is all it is worth now is what it's worth until they switch it up. What do you think is? Why you think they making everything so digital? That's what it's leading up to, man. Here it is. They're giving all of these incentives to take the medicine. I appreciate it. They're giving all these incentives to. Oh man, I went to my job last night. I'm gonna get this and I'll let y'all get back into it. These motherfuckers said, at first, they said, if you get the medicine, jab, y'all know what it is. We'll reward you with 4 hours of PTO. Wait, that's half a day? I can't even get a full day? I can't even get a full day off? Because everybody that I've known that has gotten that, oh, I felt weak, I felt nauseous, I couldn't finish work, I had to go home. Nigga, you gotta work half a day anyway. I can't get a full day, so you basically want me to come in half of the hours until I can't bear no more, then use the reward that you gave me. Motherfuckers, oh, you get the shot? Oh, what'd you get? Johnson? Oh, Fitzer? Y'all niggas excited for this, man. Y'all gonna do the same shit when that mark of the beast come, man. Y'all gonna be lining up to get it for the incentives, man. Oh, because the second part is, not only, they said, not only, if you got the medicine, you get to get in a drawing for the whole month of June or July, one of the two.
Oh, that lottery shit.
They putting your ass in a lottery. They're gonna give $1,000 every day. Every day. Hey, I can show you the fucking paper and say, yes, you read it right. Every day.
They gonna take that.
Motherfucker, you can give us a raise.
They give you a raise.
If they,
You got 30,000.
that's 30,000, bro. 30,000 for just that company alone. If you get that medicine, man.
And where did they come up with this money from?
Exactly. The relief packages, the CARE Act. Because really, these companies that kept running during the pandemic was supposed to give their employees a raise anyway. But instead, they kept the money and did whatever they did with the money.
They gave themselves bonuses.
Then pop up a year later like y'all cared, oh, we're gonna give the whole company 50-cent raise. Now, hey, I'll take it. All right, I'll take it. But I know that ain't what we supposed to be having, man. But it is what it is. Like you said, y'all giving yourself bonuses. Y'all pocketing that money, man. Because I was there every month through that shit, man. Fucking, because And this brother, we work at the same, we work in the same department, same company, all that shit. And we deal with the medicine caps. We deal with the trays. We deal with they call it nest trays that they put the blood samples and all of that in, man. And then the tub that the tray sits in, man. They make face masks as well. Scanners, everything becoming digital, you're gonna need scanners, man. Motherfucker, we essential workers. Where's my money? It's my money and I want it now, man. You know? But it is what it is, man, because, hey, we're looking for a new heaven and a new earth and an eternal weight of glory, man. It's not something that's temporal, as this money is, man. So because of unrighteous dealings, because of injuries, and because of riches got by deceit,
the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
The kingdom is translated from one people to another. To be translated meaning go from one place to another, man. All right? And that's what's happening. Because America, like the brother said, and the scriptures say, it's built on blood. You got to pay for that. Cain paid for it. He said, I hear your brother blood crying from the ground. So, hey, there's so much blood throughout Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, aka America, aka the mother of harlots, aka the whore that sits upon the beast, man. There's nothing positive in the scriptures about you. You know? Like, judgment is coming, man. Judgment is coming, man. Because of unrighteous dealings and riches got by deceit and injuries, the kingdom is translated from one people to another, and that's why this place can't last forever, because of you can't deal in righteousness, man. It's not embedded in you. There's malice embedded in you, man. That's what it tells you in Wisdom of Solomon, the 12th chapter. So that even your cogitation can't be changed to even do the right thing. Epiphany thought he was that dude. I'ma just do what I want to the people of God and ransack the temple and put them to death. They was killing women, killing kids, killing women for keeping their laws and their customs because they wanted to force them to keep their customs, man. They wanted to Hellenize them. All right? That's what you do when you take over a people. You make them get down and lay down, man. That's what we're gonna do. When the Lord deliver us, Lord willing, we are that number, man. And when we come back down and new bodies, fresh memories of all the people that did what they did. Since I said brothers be claiming women, I'm about to start claiming heathen. I'm about to start claiming slaves. Motherfuckers that fuck me over here. I want you. You know what I'm saying? When we get our kingdom through the power and spirit and mercy and grace of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, I want you to work in my fields, nigga. Like a brother said, all this concrete y'all put throughout the earth, y'all got to break that shit up. Break all that shit up, man. Yeah. And you ain't gonna have no sludge hammer, you gonna have you gonna be looking like Bob the Builder out here.
All the streets on the earth.
All of them, man. All of them. But we're fucking people. We fair, we're righteous. We'll give y'all a deal. Y'all ain't gotta worry about America. Don't worry about breaking up America. We got that covered. The Lord got that covered. Thousands and thousands of He got it covered. Don't worry about breaking up the concrete in America, man. The Lord got that covered. He already hired his agency is gonna take care of that, man. You know? And that's the angels. And the angels work in the minds of the people. And the people got that finger and them keys to put on them codes and twist the keys and press them buttons to send them nuclear missiles, man. So don't worry about America. We got that for you. We'll give you one continent off, man. You good. Don't worry about it. God.
This is Psalms 112 and verse 6. The point is in 8. I'm gonna read it straight through. It says, surely he shall not be moved forever. The righteous shall be in everlasting remembrance. He shall not be afraid of evil tidings. His heart is fixed. trusting in the Lord Yahweh. His heart is established, he shall not, this is the point, his heart is established, he shall not be afraid until he see his desire upon his enemies. You know, it says he shall not be afraid until he see the desire upon his enemies. You know, adding to what the brother is saying, like, the times we're coming into, Esau Edom's gonna have to pay for the things he's done. You know, the people in this world have to pay for the things that they've done. But it says that we're not going to be afraid till we see the desire of our enemies, and that's from long suffering, enduring all this affliction, and watching them destroy the whole fucking world. It says we're not going to be afraid when that's what we're not going to be afraid of. Why would it say that? Because it's going to be Jacob's trouble. It's going to be going on. Plagues going to be coming upon the earth. We're not supposed to be afraid till we see our enemies, see the desire of our enemies, man.
Yeah. That's one thing the Lord said he loved. A man is to see the fall of his enemies, man.
Hey, what's that? Thessalonians, it says, what's that, 1:6, where it says, it's a righteous thing to recompense them
that trouble.
Yeah, you know?
Yep. Yeah, because here it is. People walk up throughout the earth like they can have revenge, but the Most High can't. How fair is that? Nigga, he created you. He gave you the idea to have revenge because it's part of him. He said he's going to war with Amalek forever. Yeah, exactly.
This is Psalms 49, verse 11. It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
Yep.
And their dwelling places to all generations.
That's how they think. That's their mindset. We're going to keep doing wickedness on top of wickedness on top of wickedness until we reach our goal. But the scriptures say what? There's no sin shall go unpunished, man. All right? Adding sin to sin. You know? Our people do it because they see your stank ass do it, man. We seen one of your forefathers stealing a bike, too.
I know where you get camera.
That's an inside joke, man, but it's worth it. You know? But that's what it is. That's their mindset. That they gonna, hey, we just gonna die. Why you think this nigga was getting 8, 9 heart transplants? Nigga just died.
Please die. Like, what the fuck?
Damn.
What are you doing?
Your body is telling you no, man.
But my wickedness is killing me, yeah.
Hey, Most High had to put a spirit on him to do that because he must have had a little bit more wickedness he needed to accomplish for the Lord.
Exactly.
Yep. There you go. Now I'm
sealed, signed, and delivered now. You know? You up there going through hell.
man.
I got a preset.
Man. Because you're going to have to come back as a baby. You got to come back as a whole baby into slavery. That's crazy. We had 8 heart transplants just to come. You should have just died when it was time, and it possibly could have came back in this time. No, it was a wrap for you.
They gonna come out the room. Welcome to hell.
Welcome to hell, bitch. Is that national security?
No, wait, no. Keys,
That's Nothing to Lose. Dang, I ain't seen that movie in so long, man. Go ahead, karate, and then finish that. Then get karates, and then y'all get back in the second episode.
They call their lands after their own names.
Yep, they call their lands after their own names. America Vespucci. What's that other one? Africa, Leo Scipia Africanus, man. All right.
His brother Asiaticus.
Huh?
His brother Leo Scipio Asiaticus.
Yep. You know, that's what y'all do, man. Y'all trying to claim the world. You know, you already got the dominion, so you do. Why you got you supposed to do that too. You got your dominion, you go all out, man. All right, but the scriptures talk about stealing a man as well as stealing the land. You should not remove the neighbor's landmark. Y'all got so much on y'all rap sheet, man. Y'all actually think that y'all gonna escape. That's it.
This is Malachi chapter 1. I'm going to start at verse 4. It says, Whereas he who saith, we are impoverished,
Yep.
but we will return and build the desolate places.
Yeah, we down and out, but we're gonna return and build the desolate places. That's why in their mind, they got their mind set on this whole new world order, man. All right? Once they was released, they've been doing what they wanted with the earth since, man. And they constantly just trying to rebuild and build and build. Cause I was like, damn, man, it's a pandemic. Why the fuck is construction workers out? Like, but they got it. It's constantly building, man.
And then they got that $14 trillion, $2 trillion bill that they trying to put into law to revamp all the bridges and all the.
Yeah, that's because your dumbass build the bridges to last about 50 years. Build them to last, nigga. And you ain't gotta worry about that. Like, it's that simple. If you build them to last, you ain't gotta worry. You being cheap, man. You building your own kingdom cheap. You like the little pig, man. You wanna just use the straw. Just use the brick. Use the damn brick. He couldn't huff and puff that, man. But it don't matter what you use, because there's some wind coming for your ass.
Right.
Gonna knock down all of this, man. There shall not be one stone standing.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build,
Yep.
but I will throw down.
Thermonuclear missiles, man. Thermonuclear missiles. The Lord's gonna throw down. All right? He's already throwing down. We're out here. So that power that you once had, your power is slowly going away, man. All right? At a point in time, you was Freddy Krueger to us, but we not scared no more, like the brother had just read. We don't fear you because we know who our power is now, man. All right? We serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, the one who the world ignorantly called God and Jesus Christ, man. All right? That's who we serve. That's who we fear. And he told us, fear not them who can kill the body only, but fear him who can kill the body and the soul, man. You go about this earth doing what you want, you got to come back down and pay for that. That's something that they don't tell your ass, man. They teach you to do everything you want to do in this life because this is your only life that you'll have, which forces you, in a sense, to get everything out, man. Like, remind me of that movie with Queen Latifah. She thought she was dying, so she just started doing all kind of stuff she wished she, would have had did. She just said, I gotta get it done before I die, man. And she just started doing stuff and taking risks and all of that shit. You're dying anyway. Esau might as well do the same thing. Go ahead, take your risk, man.
That's what Lamentations say. Rejoice and be glad.
Yep, yeah. Because you're going to drink of that cup, man. You're going to drink of that cup, man.
And they shall call them the border of wickedness.
Yep, the start of it. All right? Go ahead.
And the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever.
And the people whom the Lord have indignation forever, man. Who else did it say about forever? Amalek. Who's Amalek? The 1948ers, man. The one claiming to be us. The one fighting over our land. Dying in our land, man. So the Lord said, you're going to build, but he's going to throw down, man. And he got indignation, righteous judgment against you forever. So he's justified in everything that you've gotten, everything that you're getting, and everything you're going to get, man.
Psalms 10 and 13, it says, wherefore doeth the wicked contempt the Most High? He hath said in his heart, thou wilt not require it. And that's pretty much the mindset of Esau either. Like the brother made mention of it, he don't think there's going to be a judgment for him. But as in the book of Job, says what? That there is a judgment that's going to come, man. All right? So we're going to get back into 2nd Ezra.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues.
Yes, it's going to smite Egypt with plagues. Hey, the Lord is going to be a mighty deliverance for the elect, man. For those who sighed and cried for the abomination, it's going to be a mighty deliverance, man. And they're going to scarcely be saved, because what it said, the Lord's going to put the same, he's going to put the plagues, read that again, the plagues of Egypt, all right?
And
yeah, that's why you got these diseases that be going on, and these famines that be going on, man. Those plagues that hit Egypt, they're going to hit America too. This is modern day Egypt, all right? It tells you that in Revelation, man. We was enslaved over there, we was enslaved over here. We was delivered out of there, we gonna be delivered out of here, man. All right? Period, point blank. They put their foot on our neck over there. They put they foot on our necks over here, man. All right? Like I said, you should go into Egypt again in ships. All right? The bondage. Okay? So this is that modern day Egypt. This is the place that's gonna receive the plagues of the Heavenly Father, man.
And smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague.
Like you made mention of, there should not be one stone left upon another that should not be thrown down. Right? It says it shall smite Egypt with plagues as before, and shall destroy the whole land. The Lord is not going to leave one stone unturned in this world, man. It's too much. This land has to be done away with. It has to be cleansed, man. This is why the Lord is going to destroy it. Go ahead, bro.
Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment.
As they say, from the rooter to the tutor. I ain't gonna leave nothing. I'm gonna even burn the foundation. Where you started at, I'm burning all that up, man. Because it's full of the blood of the Israelites, man.
And the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague.
That's why the brother brought that out in Sirach, was at the 10th chapter and the 8th verse. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit. This is why this land has to be given to a more profitable nation. The precepts tell us that. It says, pretty much the Lord giving the world this land over to him that is profitable. Who's running the world now? He's not profitable. Because look how he doesn't know how to take care of it. That's like having a car and never maintenance it. This is how Esau Edom treats America, man. You got the manual to, 7 years on rest. Nah, I don't like that. Drill over there. This is the enemy. This is the slanderer of the earth, man.
Drill deeper.
Drill, yeah.
Get it all.
You're trying to find water. You know, Esau is destroying the land nonetheless. We got authentic food. I like that idea. We got pesticides. Let's spray them on the fruits. Like what make the list goes on, man. We're gonna continue on. We can write a list as long as this damn block, man. And still wouldn't even have half of the things this man has done.
Yeah, just like it say. Just like it say, the Lord did so many miracles that the books of the earth wouldn't be able to hold him, man. Same with Esau. He did so much wickedness, man. You know, that the books of the earth wouldn't be able to hold his works, man. All right, because he's the counter opposite of us, man. Okay? That's Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter, man. All right? They thought they was doing something until they seen us. You know, like, oh, hold up, well, maybe we doing this wrong, man. But like it says in that chapter as well, they're blinded by their wickedness, man. And they're too proud, so they will never admit that they're going to be defeated. That's cool. Keep fighting. You got to. Because the Lord said you're going to, man. That's why y'all say y'all in Proverbs, but y'all gonna return and build desolations. All right, you think that your house is gonna continue forever. All right, y'all already talking about 2039 and shit, 6G. If it's gonna be a 6, y'all planning for a 7 and an 8 too.
It's like the iPhone.
Yeah.
Destroy this man. That's why I said in Matthew 24, was that around the 21st verse? It said the Lord has shortened the times. Can we get that real fast and then we'll jump back in Ezra? Because hey, the more and more this kingdom, if this kingdom were to continue into 2039, Most High forbid, he'll destroy everybody, man. Everybody be gay, everybody has some type of disease, everybody be radiated, everybody be jacked up, man.
Yeah. It's Matthew 24, starting at verse 22, it says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved.
And that's talking about these days. Look now, we're in 2021, right? We're almost halfway through the year. We're almost halfway through the year, and it feels like a breeze. It happens so, and that's because the Most High is speeding up. He's expediting the times, man. Our deliverance, that's why it says our deliverance is near the He sees the evil.
No, I was gonna say, because it didn't say if he was just gonna speed it up times 1, he can speed it up times 2, 3, 4, you know what I'm saying? Because it seems like the more we get towards the end, the faster the days is going by, man. You'll wake up, 11:15, huh? Your ass go to the bathroom and come back, it's 2:30. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? That's how fast time is moving, man. Which also, I want to say a point, you don't got time to bullshit. You know, you got 24 hours in a day. You know, brothers be having daily tasks, or you might have a daily routine. You gotta get your ass up and get it done, or you ain't gonna get it done, man. All right, all of that saving for labor shit, it didn't work then. It definitely ain't gonna work now that you got less time. Yeah, exactly.
It says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. Before the elect's sake, those days should be shortened.
The reason why it says that, because look who's ruling, and look at how they're ruling. Nobody's going to be saved. They're going, like you said, that medicine is going to be a big catalyst to a lot of people probably dying off for all we know, man. You don't know what's in that medicine. They're praying. You said $1,000 a day. You know how many niggas is going to flock to that? $1,000 a day, nigga. I ain't never got to go to work.
No, it's just gonna be one drawing. Like, whoever got it, your name go in the bucket. They gonna pull it out, they pull your name, you gonna get $1,000. Then the next day, they gonna pull another name. Like, so that's how they gonna do it.
Does your name stay in the bucket?
Nah.
Can you potentially?
I doubt it.
Go get another shot.
I got one thank you for.
The more shots you get, the more your name can go in there, man.
Jacking you up.
Verse 12. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 12. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it.
This world is not prepared for the things that are coming. This place is gonna be a sorry, sad ass sight for the spiritual side of Egypt, because you refuse to come to the Lord, man. You refuse to acknowledge righteousness. Wisdom of Solomon 2, it says they hope not for the wages of righteousness. This is why they continue to do things that they do. So this is why this place, when the Lord puts this judgment on it via thermonuclear missiles, this place is not prepared for it, man. It's not prepared for a whole new government. It's not prepared to see millions and millions of people perishing because of their iniquities. Because it does say that in the book of Isaiah, the slain of the Lord shall be many. You know?
Who are you? Just the way, like, just y'all, man, you heathens, just because you come by and wave and nod your head and give a Woody the Cowboy salute and shit. Like, man, keep it moving, man. Go spend your money. Like,
Maybe you might that way. You'll still be a slave.
I mean, I said, you know,
If you're Edomite by the blood.
some of them could be Jake, but you know, them Edomites, they want you to see them. You know what I'm saying? She had her window up. You don't have to roll your window down to wave. You roll your window down so somebody can hear something. She had her window up. She rolled her window down. You don't got tint either. Like,
yeah, so when she rolled her passenger window down to wave out the driver. Like, okay.
my bad. I'm leaving that shit.
Then
Martin Luther King shit.
Yeah, I think they do that one right when we got that.
Then until the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting in hell, and with the fearful constellation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
And woe means destruction. Woe represents destruction and chaos. All right. So it says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein." Them that are not keying in on the prophecies of the Lord, because the prophecies of the Lord are right in front of us, like the brother made mention of, and the scriptures say it too. That as his ways are plain unto the righteous, so are they stumbling blocks to the wicked. These prophecies are right here in front of us, man. Read that part again. Because it says, "Woe unto them." No, you don't have to. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein." Most people are not, like I said, they're not fixed upon the Lord. They're fixed upon whatever it is that's right in front of them.
Yeah, it's what you putting your energy towards, what your eye is singled on, man. You know? 444, call law, y'all about shooting y'all shot, man. And that's what it is. We all have access to the same information. We all might hear the same information, you know? But if your eye is not focused on a new government, a new kingdom, righteousness being established throughout the earth, that's not what you're going to want to hear, man. All right? I'm not about to go to the club. And to listen to gospel music. Like, I'm not about to, who goes to the club and look, damn, they ain't playing no gospel in here? Let's try another one. Like, no, man. You know? You got to respect, you know what I'm saying? You go to the club, you going to the club for club music. Don't stunt, you know? And that's what people do. They try to hide in plain sight, man. But eventually, you're gonna be tested, man.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 4 and verse 2. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it.
Y'all don't have faith, man. All right? Y'all don't have faith, which is a gift by grace. You know? That's a whole gift, man. For you to be allowed to believe in the man upstairs and his only begotten son and the angels and the chariots and the prophecies and the words and New Jerusalem coming, man, that's a gift, man. You have faith. That's why the Lord said he's going to start at the house of the sanctuary, man. Because we have it. So you know what to do. All right? You know what to do. Get rid of you and then go get the ones who didn't care at all, man. By the ones who we found faithful in that sanctuary. Okay, this is my squad. Okay, go ahead and go get them. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. It speaks about the simplicity of Hamashiach, man. Because this is so simple, man. When you go into that definition, it means simple. It also means whole, too, man. Because I was thinking, I'm like, damn, well, if you eat the whole roll, you'll understand it. But people want to pick and choose, man. I don't like the crust. I don't like the butter, the booty bread. You know what I'm saying? Man, just eat the fucking whole roll, man. At a point in time, it wasn't even sliced. You know?
Like a lamb.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
2nd Ezra 15 and 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another.
Right. And as we brought out earlier about the wars and the rumors of wars. Alright? Here it is, you have these different countries, they're getting, the Most High is stirring their spirits up, man. To what? To ultimately come up against this system. To come up against this land, America. It tells us that in Jeremiah 50 and in Jeremiah 51. Alright? The Lord is preparing a slaughter for Babylon, man. That's why it says the sword is nigh. Destruction is near. That's why it says that, man. This is the purpose of men coming out on these highways and the hedges and putting up these videos, proclaiming this to the world, because these are things that's not being told. It's not being told to people, man. And if you do hear this news and you don't act on it, then that's on you. But these things are going to come to pass. Going back to the beginning of this chapter, 15 and 2, it says, "These write them in paper, for these words are faithful and true." So the word, these things that the Most High had written, speaking of destruction, speaking of everything that you see, or if it hasn't come to pass, it's going to come to pass. There will be, like I said, there will be a great slaughter upon this land, man, for all the things done. Go ahead, brother.
And swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another.
There's gonna be, it's gonna be something past you can fathom, man. To see somebody coming down the street with a machete running straight at you, full-blown speed, ready to take you out, man. All right, it's gonna be times like that, man. The times are gonna be like that. People eating each other, killing each other for food. You know, even people of their own household as well. Because guess what? It says, what's that in the gospel? It says that the love of many shall wax cold, man. It's not going to be love for your neighbor. It's not going to be love for those who are not trying to help you survive, because you're going to be trying to get it on your own.
Let's let them eat. Let's let them eat. Fuck it.
I thought the car was going to come through and clean their ass. But no, hey, yeah, you go ahead, bro.
For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another.
Yeah, things gonna be crazy, man. Hey, the same people that live next door to you, times are hectic. You're gonna be trying to get in their house to get their substance because of the great tribulation that's going on. There's gonna be a shortage of food, a shortage of sustenance, and guess what? It's gonna be a shortage of this word too, right? Because people refuse to hear these words that we've been speaking. You know, and it's men other than us that been speaking these things. These times are coming, and you see it on the news. It'll pop up on the news randomly. Oh, it's going to be a shortage of toilet paper. It's going to be a shortage of bread. Gas is going to go up. It's always something going to be happening leading up to something greater, and it's not being taken heed to. Therefore, this is going to be fulfilled. Sedition among men, invading one another, harming one another, killing one another. The troops, these foreign troops they're gonna play their role in this, man. Which ultimately, once the military gets involved like that, that's when they're gonna start throwing people into these concentration camps, man, to try to get some type of order. And really, it's just what they've been setting up from the beginning. Because you already see they got concentration camps, and they got these places all over the world, man, all over the United States, man. They're waiting to use them. What are they going to use them for, man? They're going to let people wipe each other out, and also they're going to bring people into the camps, and they're going to wipe people out. They need somewhere to store these people.
Well, that's what I did a lesson, man, because what it is you have that moratorium, which was allowing people not to get evicted. You you know, that eviction moratorium. It was allowing people not to get evicted. You know what I'm saying? And they were saying there, that's supposed to end June 30th. You know, and you got the lights on. With this eviction moratorium, you know, and that's why I need to do a lesson. They don't have a damn clue. But there's so much still going on that eventually is going to affect people, man. Because it said it's a possibility that all of that back rent you will have to owe, man. So just think about that.
Years worth of,
bro, not years, but months. You know what I'm saying? Because it started out last year, I forget what month, but then it was supposed to expire in December. And then they extended it to January. And then they extended it to March. And now they extended it to June, where eventually you're not going to be able to extend it because these landlords, they got shit they got to pay too. They use the rent money for the maintenance of the property, pay the taxes on the property, all right, to renovate the property.
to finance their life.
It's like you give them money so they can keep shit running for you. Well, eventually, they're going to need that money, man. All right? The government can't keep printing off money. It's going to have to be like a financial reset. And what do you think is going to come with this reset? Incentives, man. Fucking incentives. Because they was already talking about what they called it,
Debt forgiveness.
Debt forgiveness. You know how many people would love to have their credit cleaned up, man? But what are they gonna do with it? Go get a fucking Mustang and they stay in Nebraska. Get a brand new Mustang, you stay in Nebraska. You got snow, man. You know? Go buy a house and they still looking for a job. This is the mindset how people think in this place, man. We are a consumer nation. This is how we was raised pretty much, man. All right? To just spend because I'm gonna get a check next week. I'm gonna get a check in 2 weeks. I'm gonna get a check next week. So you just go and buy, not realizing, you know, save your money, man. Especially in times like this. You never, like, when the pandemic hit, that showed your ass reality exists.
Yeah.
Anything can happen at any moment. That's how the Lord said what? I'm going to come as a thief in the night. All right? Because people are not watching for the signs. They're not measuring the times, man.
Like the brother's going into, if they do a debt forgiveness, that debt still has to be paid. Just because you're not paying it, the people who are owed that debt, that doesn't mean that they're not going to get their just due. They're going to get their just due from the people who are doing the forgiveness. And they're going to get theirs on the other side. So that gives them automatic incentive to want to join into the forgiveness program.
As a brother had mentioned the concentration camps, if you got a bunch of homeless people due to evictions, where they going to go? Go buy another home? They lost their home because they didn't have the money. Go stay in a hotel for a week, then what? You gonna move your couch in there, your TV in there, your love seat, you know, your what's that? Your cherry oak dresser. You know, like nah, you're gonna have to give a bunch of that stuff up, man. Because the video I was watching. The guy like, yeah, man, kicking us out, man. My son got 3 weeks until he graduates, and they kicking you out. You know, they need their money. So they had to go stay in a hotel. He was like, yeah, man, all this, man. You know, we got the They had all their belongings and stuff right there. They had all their belongings right there, and they just like, we don't need none of that, man. All we need is each other. That's what the fuck is gonna come down to, man. And when it comes down to just needing each other, guess what's going to happen then? Scarcity of food, scarcity of resources, And then what you're gonna have to do, like the brother was talking about, man, you're gonna have to invade one another. I ain't got it, I want it, and you got it, I'm gonna take it. Period, point blank. That animal nature's gonna kick in, man, the survival instinct.
I see them bring in $400 or $500 worth of groceries every month.
Yeah.
I know y'all got it.
I know y'all got it. Ride past all these houses, they got all them cars on rims, and, you know what I'm saying, all of that. Oh yeah, they good, they eating over there. But hey, be careful. Because if they got cars,
they can defend it.
they got guns and shit.
Second Ezra chapter 15 verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Yep, there's nothing that the governor, the mayor, the senator, the president, vice president won't have control in those days. Because guess what? At that point, this is the Most High's finale. So you can't control that. You can't control Jacob's trouble. You can't control the way this place is going to be destroyed. You know, and you see that in other uproars in the world, they buck up against the government, man. Clashing with the police. All right? The police are not going to have any authority in these times that we're speaking of in 2nd Ezra 15, man. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, because you do have these police officers that patrol the cities. They're not going to have any control, man. All right? And that shows you how chaotic things will be. Who can you call when you can't call the police? Who you gonna call? You can't call nobody. You gotta figure it out. That's why I said, hey, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. You'll know how to deal in those times. You'll see the chaos. You'll see the trouble. You'll see the things that were proclaimed going on. And you know how to react. You know what to do. And that's why I made mention that this place, Egypt, is nowhere near prepared for the things that's about to come upon it. Woe to this world and the inhabitants therein.
A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Yep, ain't no more going across the bridge to go see your sick mother. Ain't no more, ain't no more leaving the city.
Side piece.
Side piece. Hey, for all you know, they might cut you off by cut you off by counties, man. Yeah. You might not only not be able to leave the state, but you can't even leave this county. Mm-hmm. You got to stay in Douglas or wherever it is you reside.
Catch you out in Sarpy.
Yeah, you better not step.
You don't need to be out there anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Sarpy anyway.
No, they might.
Emergency situations only.
Hey, no, but seriously, hey, there's gonna be checkpoints. All this has been set up from the beginning of time, man. This ain't nothing new. We just bringing it out like it told us to, bringing it out, man. Because these things words are faithful and true. It even tells you that in the book of Psalms that these modern day Babylonian Christians walk around with, with the Psalms, the Proverbs, and the whole New Testament. It says that in the Psalms, right? There's many. They don't realize how much prophecy is in Psalms. But hey, these things are going to come to pass, and guess what? It shouldn't be a surprise because you knew. You knew. You chose not to fear the Lord.
Also, the interstate system, the way that the interstate was made, it was made to funnel off into different routes back into the city. So if all they got to do is cut off the interstate routes that lead out of the city, and you can't leave.
Just like that video we did some years ago, during the time of the Greek thing, you know what I'm saying? Where, they showed how that's exactly what they were doing. They were cutting off certain parts of the interstate and directing it, like brother said, back into the city or wherever they wanted you to go. And they do that on a minor scale here with construction and shit. When you see construction, you see the pylons and all the construction shit, you gotta go detour, whatever. They condition their niggas now with something as simple as that. You can't get off on I-80 on 72nd. You gotta get off on 84. You know, they direct you in. Now you gotta take a whole nother route. So that's the same type of things that's gonna be happening when they can make these checkpoints, man. You're not gonna be able to go and come as you please. Or there will be consequences. What's that movie? They're showing quarantines and they had checkpoints and something. No, it's an older movie.
You talking about
not old, but like early 2000s. Not Contagion. It was something else. I know.
Denzel in it?
It'll come to me. I can't really get too much detail.
Was it in New York?
I've seen the movie once, and I seen it. I went watching it in the spiritual eye when I watched it. This is before I was even in the truth when I watched it.
You thinking about the movie where that's kind of what, it was the same scenario with the Patriot Act. That's what I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? They started raiding in all the Muslims and all of that. Us or something like that.
That's pretty much what they were doing. When they were taking people out of their homes. They were snatching people up and taking them to designated areas. And you had the main character in that movie. He escaped. He's like creeping by as they're doing shit on the road. I forget what the name of that fucking movie is. No. Pretty much what we're saying is that you're not going to be able to do what you want. When that time is established, you're not going to be able to do what you want. Or it's going to be a consequence to it.
2 Measures 15 and 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Yeah, so we read that last part again, the very last part.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil.
A man, and that sword is any type of instrument that you can kill someone with. You can kill somebody with brass knuckles. You know, you beat them up good enough. You can, you know, anything that people have to use as a weapon is going to be used. All right, just like how they do in prison. And what they get it, how they live, shapes and shit like that. It's way more intense on the outside. People have all manner of weapons. And guess what? They're going to raid people's houses for the lack of bread and great tribulation, that great famine that's going to hit. All right? That great time of Jacob's trouble that's going to be in effect. All right? They shall have, and we read the rest of that.
And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
I need that. I'm hungry. I ain't ate in 3-4 days. And I know you got food. I ain't seen you leave. I'm coming in there, and because I'm hungry.
You watching somebody 3-4 days.
Yeah, I know they got something, dog. You know? Hey, but the point is, man, things it's gonna be out of control beyond your measure. Because you did not measure the time diligently in itself, man. Alright?
Like the scriptures speak about a time like never before, man. Alright? The Lord saved the best for last. Alright? You know, when we was doing the whole 4th of July shit, you pop all that little shit, black cats, you know, little snakes burning shit, throwing poppers. But you know when nighttime hit, when you gotta put something in something so it can go up.
And then run away.
And run away. And run away. You know the big boom bang coming, you know? So knock it over. Ooh.
All right, so with that being said, we'll give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar. Double honors to our elders and apostles up at Great Millstone and rule well. Peace, love, and salutation out there to the elect doctrine. Say shalom.
Shalom.